Gentlemen, I want you to picture 12 different men. Man number one keys a woman out to dinner. He's polite, pays the bill, talks about his job, his investments, maybe even his golf game. He thinks he's being impressive. But at the end of the night, she gives a polytog, goes home, and he never hears from her again. Or if they're married, she rolls over and goes to sleep. Then there's man number two. He doesn't brag, doesn't list his resume. In fact, Hesse's very little. But he asks one specific type of question. And because of that question, he is the one she texts her friends about. He's the one she replays in her mind for days. He's the one who turns a casual conversation to intense desire. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly what that question is. And here's the truth. It's not a trick, it's science. Female biology, psychology, and chemistry all roll into one. If you're still asking, how was your day? Or what do you do for work? And wondering why she's not opining up to you emotionally or physically, you are working with Abracon Toolkit. I'm Dr. Nerita, a board-certified urologist and men's health expert with 12 years of experience. I deal with the mechanics of the body every day, but I also deal with mechanics of desire. I've seen thousands of men who are physical but romantically invisible base. They ignore the psychological triggers that ignite attraction. Today we're covering the 3 psychologicals that unlock a woman's desire. By then, you'll understand why curiosity creates more attraction than confidence ever could. If you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, hit subscribe now, like this video, and comment where you're watching from. We're diving into the real science of connection. Let's begin. Before we get to the questions, we must dismantle a myth that destroys more dates and marriages than anything else. I call it Ath Trap. Many men, especially successfuls, men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, believe attraction is logical. If I show her I'm stable, smart, and successful, she'll desire me. So, they talk. They talk about their accomplishments, the news, or what they know. But here's what's happening in her brain. Biologically, when a woman hears a list of facts or logical statements, her brain stays in beta wave mode. This is the state used for alertness, logic, and analysis. The same state she uses to pay bills, do taxes, or plan grocery lists. There is zero sexual polarity in beta. It is flat, safe, and boring. True desire lives not in logic, but in the limbic system, the emotional center off brain. To move her from polytantrous to physical desire, you must shift her brain from logic to emotion. The fastest way, ask the right questions. When you ask a question that triggers a memory, feeling, or passion, her brain releases dopamine, which creates pleasure, and oxytocin, which creates bonding. You literally become a source of her good feelings. Rule of thumb I give my patients is this. Attraction isn't about how impressed she is by you. It's about how fascinating she feels around you. Make her feel fascinating and she'll find you fascinating. Now let's break down the 3 triggers that make this happen. And the questions that cut straight to desire. The first trigger is what I call deep dive. Most conversations stay shallow. How are you? Good crazy weather, huh? Yeah, this is the death of libido. Why? No vulnerability, no intimacy. Biologically, a woman's serosal system is closely tied to her prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that worries, plans, and overthinks. For her to open up both metaphorically and physically, she must shut that part of her brain down. A generic question keeps prefrontal cortex active. A deep dive question transports her. It invites reflection, feeling, and vulnerability. Instead of asking, what do you do for work? Ask, what is the one thing in your life right now that makes you feel truly alive? Do you feel the difference? The first asks for a label. The second asks for a feeling. When Sheen's words talking about painting, grandkids, or travel, her pupils dilate, her face lights up, and her energy shifts. Your job is to not interrupt, not pivot back to yourself. Lean in and make eye contact. This works because off mirror neurons, when she expresses passion and sees genuine interest in you, her brain syncs with yours. She feels seen. And feeling seen is the precursor to feeling sexy. Try this. What is a memory from your childhood thought you haven't thought about in years, but makes you smile? Watch her soften. That softening is the doorway to desire. The second trigger is emotional safety. I know safety doesn't sound sexy. Minari taught that intimacy is about dominance and bravado, but biologists care about bravado. The nervous system has two modes. The sympathetic mode involves fight or flight, stress, and guardedness. The parasympathetic mode involves rest and digest, relaxation and arousal. A woman cannot become aroused if she is in sympathetic mode. If she feels judged, pressured, or dismissed, her body produces cortisol and adrenaline, constricting blood flow. You're trying to start a car with throttle pipe blocked. To create safety, listen, don't solve. When she shares a fear, dream, or complaint, resist fixing gate. Say, tell me more about that. Or, why does that matter so much to you? When she feels safe, her emotional walls come down. When those walls fall, the physical walls follow. She relaxes, blood flow returns, and desire emerges. The third trigger separates boys from men, the nice guys from the truly desirable men. It's grounded presence. Many men operate from need. They need her approval, validation, laughter, or affection. Women detect this instantly. It feels sticky and suffocating. Need kills desire. The most attractive quality, grounded presence. You are comfortable in your skin. You are conditioning for her approval. You are reasonably there. Biologically, calm men can regulate a woman's nervous system. Your presence can anchor her, making her feel safe, valued, and aroused. Use the power of the pause. Let silence breathe. Hold eye contact. Ask what is a me thing you've always wanted to try but were too afraid to ask for. When you've stopped needing her approval, she starts desiring yours. Here is the sequence you can use tonight. The open air built on nostalgia. Ask, what is the best memory you have of us? Or I've dating, what's the best adventure you've ever had? This floods her brain with dopamine, priming her desire. The deepener is built on vulnerability. Ask if you could change one thing about your life right now without consequence, what would it be? This signals emotional safety and shows you care about her inner world. The igniter is sexual bridge. Ask, I want to know, what is a touch or a moment we've shared that you still think about? This invites her to relive pleasure, not just to count it. Your homework is to weave these into natural conversation. Listen, hold eye contact and say, I love hearing that. Gentlemen, age is not alienability. It's your asset. Your lived experiences, patience, and emotional depth make you irreplaceable. Mature women crave this depth. Attraction is sonotric. It's connection, curiosity, safety, and grounded presence. Learn these and you get more than attention. You get devotion. I've created a free guide called 20 Deep Questions to Spark Desire, linked in the description. Keep these in your back pocket. If this video changed your perspective, hit subscribe, like the video, and comment Wick Trigger. You'll focus on this week. I'm Nerita. Remember, the brain is the biggest sex organ. Stimulate that and the rest will follow. Take care.